In the United States Senate, 11 Democrats joined Republicans in advancing the continuing resolution that would keep the government from shutting down. Senator Chuck Schumer, just 48 hours ago, claimed that, Democrats were not going to vote for the bill. Well, then they came forward. These are the Democrats who actually stood with Republicans in voting for this. This, of course, has angered Democrats all across the country. And people have been coming after Senator Chuck Schumer because he did not hold the line. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries made it perfectly clear that House Democrats were not happy at all with what took place by Democrats in the Senate. Listen.
House Democrats remain strongly opposed to the partisan Republican spending bill that will hurt families, hurt veterans, hurt seniors, and hurt the American people. It is a false choice that Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and House Republicans have been presenting between their reckless and partisan spending bill and a government shutdown. Why are we here right now in terms of the moment that is in front of us? It's because Donald Trump and House Republicans decided to walk away from the negotiating table when there were bipartisan conversations ongoing between House Democrats, House Republicans, Senate Democrats, and Senate Republicans in a manner consistent with the Bipartisan Fiscal Responsibility Act that was passed in May of 2023. Donald Trump ordered House Republicans to walk away from the negotiating table at the end of February. House Republicans then passed a partisan and reckless bill that cuts funding for health care, cuts funding for veterans, and cuts funding for nutritional assistance to children and families. It's an unacceptable, unconscionable, and un-American spending bill. That's why House Democrats remain strongly opposed. Donald Trump orders them to walk away from the negotiating table. Step one. Step two, House Republicans pass a partisan and reckless spending bill. And then step three, House Republicans get out of town. Where are they at right now? House Democrats are here. We're ready to pass a 4-week spending bill that keeps the government open and will allow the House and the Senate to negotiate an actual agreement that meets the needs of the American people. But we do not support a bill that is designed to hurt the American people that Donald Trump and far-right extremist Republicans are trying to jam down the throats of everyday Americans.
Folks, it has been quite contentious, again, with what's been happening with this decision by these Democrats to vote for the bill. A lot of people actually calling for Democrats to replace Chuck Schumer as the Senate Minority Leader. Schumer and other Democrats say they were not going to allow the government to shut down. They said it could be a lot easier for Trump and Musk to cherry pick what federal employees to bring back. But there are others like Senator Cory Booker who said point blank that this is giving more power to Trump and Elon Musk. Even had Senator Raphael Warnock said he wouldn't be surprised if there's a new Senate leader for the Democrats in 2026 or 2028. Mike, I want to start with you. Again, a lot of people are ticked off. They are hot. They're upset at Chuck Schumer, saying that he caved. He didn't fight. He gave up. And then, of course, one of your home state senators, Gary Peters, who is not even running for re-election, he voted for this as well.
Yeah, Gary Peters should not have voted for it. Chuck Schumer definitely caved because on Wednesday, he said he was arguing strongly against the bill, strongly against cloture, strongly against stop and debate, and he was proposing the 30-day continuing resolution. Okay, the 30-day bill, so they can continue to negotiate. It's important. So this is wrong on so many levels. Number one, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries is absolutely correct. Donald Trump told House Republicans to stop negotiating with House Democrats. Okay, so House Democrats were totally pushed out of this process, and that's why 213 of them voted against this in the House. Okay, and this is what they were saying. This is what Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was talking about last night on Jake Tapper's show on CNN. So, and then in the Senate, there's a disconnect, and you're going to see this. You're going to see this really explode. There's a disconnect in the thought process of many Democratic senators as opposed to those in the House. Now, I understand the rules are different, but last night on The Last Word on MSNBC, Senator Jeff Merkley from Oregon and Senator Tina Smith from Minnesota were on. And Senator Jeff Merkley was saying the only leverage that they really have is leverage in the Senate, not the House. And it's the 60 vote threshold, the filibuster. He said if you give that up, then just giving more power to a tyrant, I'm paraphrasing, giving more power to a bully does not help you. They're going to keep punking you. They're going to keep mistreating you. And this is exactly what's taking place. So I think they need new leadership. Senate Minority Leader Schumer needs to be out. And also CNN reported that you have some Democrats that are privately saying that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez should primary Senator Chuck Schumer as well in 2026. I think she should as well. He's not built for this. He's not built for this fight here. This is a weak punk ass move. This is bitch assness. This is what this is.
What do you make of what you're seeing in D.C., Derek?
You know, I've been disturbed, Roland, since the 10 Democrats voted to censor Brother Al Green. I've been disgusted with some of the Democrats up in Washington, D.C. In fact, those of us here in Georgia started making phone calls and saying it out loud with our full chest that we need them to stand up. We cannot cede the tools of leverage that are available because when you do that, and listen, Roland, I mean, I've seen it on your show, case by case, when you look at who Donald Trump is, we don't need no other evidence, no more empirical data to say that he's going to do exactly what you anticipate for him to do. And so if Chuck Schumer said, well, if we allow for the government to collapse, they're going to blame the Democrats. They're going to do that anyway, Roland. And so what we got to do is come up with a new playbook. We got to, since Republicans are not showing up in their town hall meetings, then we as Democrats need to show up in their town hall meetings. And we need to explain to those Republican voters and say, that's what y'all voted for, first off. But number two, this is what we're going to do. And we don't need you to get amnesia come next year, because the bottom line is everybody's going to be negatively impacted. This guy is going after Social Security. He's going after Medicaid. He's going after Medicare. He's going after those third rails that we typically just did not touch. But by Chuck Schumer making the move that he did and them other Democrats in the Senate that voted along with him, then they need to understand that they're going to be blamed for this, because they're going to say, well, the Democrats believed in our philosophy. They voted with us. And so they understood that we're going to impact Social Security. They understood that we're going to impact Medicaid and Medicare. And we all know the devastation that's going to occur when you do that.
I never understood the thought process, Matt. They're going to blame you anyway. So you fight for as much as you can get, and you don't give up, especially when you have the power to filibuster.
That's right.
Exactly. Yeah, you stand 10 toes down. I think Michael said it beautifully. I don't need to repeat it. We know what this is. This This is fear, and this is people being bitch made, for lack of a better term. But what I don't understand as well is if you're thinking to the midterms, and if you're thinking right now that a lot of Democrats are really frustrated and feel like the Democrats just look weak, why would you take another opportunity to show how weak you are when you can push it and you cannot cede the control, as Derek just said? I don't understand, or cede the leverage. Because here's the thing that we see Republicans do 100% of the time: exercise whatever point of leverage that they have with no remorse. Why you would not do that here, I don't understand.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. And right now we're accepting investors in our $17 million round to revolutionize the future of social media. Today, for just $399, you can own 60 shares of stock in Fanbase at $6.65 a share. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest today. While the big platforms have grown too massive and disconnected from their users, Fanbase is building a platform where creators and users truly come first. We've already raised $8.6 million from everyday investors who believe in this vision, and now you can join them. This is your chance to invest in a social media tech company with over 1 million users that is disrupting media by allowing anyone to reach all of their following and monetize their content from day one. The market is changing, big platforms are failing to serve their users, and Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now. Invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the future of social media.